Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Paradigm Woods and Irons from Callaway.
All the talk about number one, is it Rory or Rahm? Well, it is this guy, Scottie Scheffler, at least according to the official World Golf Ranking. Back on top and back-to-back here at the WM Phoenix Open. Sensational round of 6 under 65 to hold off Nick Taylor and Jon Rahm. This the site of Scheffler's first win, now the site of his fifth, and his first since the Masters last April. Scottie Scheffler after the win.
If I can take you back a year, this is where it all started as far as the victories go. Been an incredible year leading up to this point. So if we could just get a few comments on the year and then being here and doing it all over again.
Yeah, a few comments on the year. I felt like I've been playing pretty solid. I talked a little bit at the beginning of the week about kind of being on the outside, looking in, going into Sundays, and not really having a chance. So I was definitely excited going into today, being in the final group. And as far as today went, it was a good fight out there. John played pretty good on the front nine, and then Nick played pretty fantastic the whole day. He was making a lot of putts, and it was a good battle. It was a lot of fun, and I was fortunate to come out on top this time. But definitely looking to going down the stretch with those guys more in the future.
You have a leaderboard stacked like it was. You had a lot of guys that weren't going away. What does that do to you as far as your game, your emotions, and your ability to rise above that kind of competition?
Well, I knew going into today it was going to be a tough day. John's playing some of the best golf in the world right now, and Nick's a fantastic player and a proven winner out here. And so there were some other names on the leaderboard like Jordan and Xander, and there's a lot of guys up there. And I knew it was going to take a great round. Nobody was going to, give this golf tournament to me, and I had to go out and earn it. And I was definitely proud of the result.
Okay, and last question for me, then we'll open it up to questions. Back to number one in the world. Congratulations on that. Number 5 in the FedEx Cup standings. What kind of momentum will this help you kind of moving forward?
Yeah, it's definitely good to get first win of the year. I hadn't won since the Masters, and so give myself a decent chance a few times, and so it's definitely a lot of fun to kind of get this one done, especially in the fashion that I did it with those guys both playing great golf, and me just kind of being able to extend myself there a little bit at the end and make some key putts was definitely a lot of fun.
Okay, well, we'll take some questions, and we'll start right over here with Cameron Morfitt. Cameron?
Scottie, congratulations. Rory said when he won in January in Dubai that he won without his absolute best stuff. You hit 5 fairways for the second day in a row, and you won. Is that sort of the next level for you, is being able to get it done without your absolute best?
Yeah, I think today was probably a pretty good example of that. I hit some wild shots off the tee that were pretty uncharacteristic for how I usually shape the ball. And I was just able to grind it out, make a lot of putts. I mean, I think I only had 2 bogeys this week, which is really, really good around this golf course. And so I'm proud of that with my short game and putting, and hoping to build on this going forward.
Hi, Scottie. Congrats. On the 16th hole, you have the 15-foot. You've chipped it to 15 feet or so. What are you telling yourself before hitting that putt? Because there's obviously probably a lot of emotions, the crowd and everything swelling around. What are you actually telling yourself before getting into your routine?
I was just trying to hit a solid putt. In those situations, that's really all you can do. And so when I'm standing over that ball, all I'm thinking about is the speed. I had my line, and I was set up, and I felt comfortable. And after that, just trying to hit a good putt. And it was a really fast one, and so it took a while to get there, but I was definitely fortunate to see it going.
And when you see Nick playing well, and do other thoughts get into your head, and what do you do to sort of keep them at bay and just keep focused on the sort of task at hand?
Yeah, I think when guys are playing, as well as Nick was today, it did put a lot of pressure on me, and I responded very well. It almost kind of took my focus to the next level where, I just did a really good job of managing my way around the golf course and making some really key shots down the stretch, whether it be the par putt on 16, the eagle on 13, even the par on 11. I hit a lot of key shots today, and I'm proud of how I fought around the golf course.
Scottie, you seem to have just this uncanny ability to grind it out after a poor swing or something doesn't go your way. Can you just talk about how you develop that ability and what goes into it?
I'm not really sure. I've always been really competitive, and I don't like making bogeys. I don't enjoy that. And anytime I hit a bad shot, it's all about how you respond, because bad shots are going to come. You're not going to play 72 holes of perfect golf, and a lot of it is how you respond. And I felt like I did a really good job of that this week, and just hoping to build on it going forward.
We'll go to Cameron and then come up here to Adam. Go right here. Yep.
I think this was the third year in a row that you've played in the final group on Sunday. I was just wondering what it is about Phoenix, what it is about TPC Scottsdale, and then also next year, are you going to be making sure that you stay in the same hotel room, rent the same color rental car, do all that stuff? Are you superstitious at all?
Not really. I stayed in a different hotel last year than I did this year, so not really superstitious. But I love the environment here. It's a lot of fun to play. I think the firmness of the golf course really suits me. Having the ability to play a lot of different shots, hit it high, hit it low, and the win this week brought a new challenge that we hadn't had around this golf course since I've been playing this tournament, and so it was definitely a good challenge and was a fun week.
Adam?
Scottie, you struggled a bunch late last year with the putter, even changed it for a while. When did you feel like it was behaving again?
I hit a lot of solid putts in the Bahamas, and I did a lot of work in the off season, working on my stroke, kind of like I did last year. And then I was hitting a lot of solid putts, and that's really all you can do. Kapalua, it was like the hole was dodging my putts, and same thing in Palm Springs. And this week there was still a little bit of that, but I started to really, today I putted fantastic. I rolled it really nice, made a lot of key putts, and that's what you got to do to get it done. You got to make the putts. That's what it comes down to late on Sundays. I missed that putt on 16. It's probably a little different story. I bet Nick's putt probably goes in. That was really the first putt I think he missed today, and got to make the putts.
What would you say was the level of frustration after the third round that Saturday at Kapalua with your putting?
I don't remember.
Okay. Not that high then.
I got to think. I don't know.
Anybody else? Going once, going twice. All right. Cameron, close us out.
We're still pretty early in the season, very early in the calendar year. What are you looking at going forward, and what are your goals for the rest of this year?
I've said it a few times, but I don't really set long-term goals. I try and stay in the present. So for right now, I'm going to go home, enjoy this win, or not go home, go to LA, but enjoy this win with Maris here. We got a few of our friends, and so go enjoy this, and then get out there. I'm playing in the Collegiate Showcase tomorrow morning, so get there as quick as I can and get some rest, and then just kind of soak this one in.
Scheffler becomes the 7th to win back-to-back at the WM Phoenix Open. You look at this list, some of the best to have ever done it. Matsuyama will likely someday be in the World Golf Hall of Fame with Miller, Palmer, Mangrum, Demerit, and Hogan. Arnold dominant here through the early 1960s, having won 3 in a row. This a designated event with a monster purse. It was $8.2 million total a year ago. This year, $20 million. Scheffler walks away with $3.6 million. That's over $2 million more than what he won a year ago. It's a good time to be a professional golfer. Next week, the Genesis Invitational at Riviera, and Tiger Woods is back with all of the superstar players, 23 of the top 25 in the world, and you can see it on Golf Channel and Peacock beginning Thursday.